Hello everybody, MegaZard here, back at it again to give you another exciting video, and this time, oh shoot, I'm actually starting a Pokemon White playthrough session, and with me today, I got my boy Sanikyuu. Go ahead and say hello.
Hello.
Oh boy, and for this, you know what, it's been probably years since I probably played Pokemon White, and I was like, dang, I was like, I could play this and play it by myself. Or I could try to record some of my gameplay and then just kind of commentate or just kind of say whatever kind of, fits the mood or whatever it is though. But looking back at this thing, Sonic, I'm like, dang, I was like, this was kind of a different intro.
I'm getting flashbacks. I played Gen 5 so much back when it came out.
I remember this too because I was like, moving from Gen 4 to Gen 5, I told myself, I was like, Gen 4 was really good. And I was like, you know what? I was like, that might be the last Pokemon game I'm ever going to play in my life. Like, I probably ran my run through Pokemon. I was like, I ain't going to do it no more after Gen 4. And then I saw Gen 5. I was like, okay, I got a bite. And I should only bit one more time after that. After that, oh, shoot. Man, if you hadn't seen our Pokemon tier list, then it's kind of all up in that. But oh gosh. Yeah. Now, reason why I chose Pokemon White instead of Black, I don't know. I just like the Black Sakron. I thought he was just cooler. Wait, which one you played White too? Didn't you Sonic U, or did you play Black?
No, nah. I played Black. I like Reshiram more.
Ah, dang it, man. Cause I can't. Well, I don't know how many Dragon and Electrics there are, though, but there can't be that many. I don't know, that just kind of stood out to me.
Nah, I think Reshiram was like the only one. Not Reshiram.
Zekrom. Yeah.
The only one.
Oh, and then this one was the first game that actually introduced our first female professor as well, and I was like, oh, okay, this is a little bit different.
What was her name? Juniper?
Juniper. Yeah, Juniper, I think. Yeah. And I was debating back and forth. I was like, I could choose a girl, but I was like, no. I never choose the girl, so I'm just going to go with the guy.
Honestly, like, they're both pretty good. I like Hilda more, though.
I do like the designs between both of these, and even looking at Black 2 and White 2, I honestly prefer those designs even over these Black and White ones. Like, I think they even went up even a higher step within the sequels.
Rosa is definitely, like, a top tier, like, design.
Shoot, we can get up in that Pokemon Master stuff. I ain't gonna go that deep up into it though. But them people, I was like, man, some people really do love themselves some Rosa. Man, you be looking on Twitter though, and you check them Pokemon artists or whatever though. Oh man, you see that stuff everywhere, and that stuff be fine. Oh goodness.
Yeah. Oh shit. Sharon and Bianca, I remember that. See, I always liked Bianca as a character. She goes from clumsy, not knowing what to do, then she becomes like a professor in training or whatever, like in the next game. And she even gives you your Pokemon too.
Oh yeah, that was definitely some character development, which was kind of interesting because we usually don't get to see rivals move from one game to the other like that and be like, have that much sort of kind of relevancy or whatever though. Like, I guess the best you can think back is like Gen 1 and Gen 2, like Trainer Red up top of Mount Silver, but outside of that, ain't a lot of continuity between games like that.
It's because Black and White 2 are like the only ones to like actually be like connected to each other, like actual sequels. Ooh, I think you're gonna pick Oshawott.
You think you're gonna You know what? In this game, originally I chose to pay, and I was debating really hard on whether or not. That was
actually my first choice.
That was your first choice too. I was debating hard on this too, and I was like, to pay. Nah, Snivy. I was like, I'm gonna switch it up this time.
That's a good choice too.
Because usually I always start off with the Fire Starter as my first one though, but the matter of fact that looking at Tepeg's design like years later now, I was like Snivy honestly really does look better than like any of the three. I'm like, oof. I don't know, it might be partially because I saw some of the stuff in the anime and stuff like that. I don't know, opinions kind of changed though, but I like my Fire Starters though, but Snivy won this gen. I'm sorry.
Honestly, like I stopped watching the Pokemon anime after like I believe it was Hoenn.
Hoenn?
Yeah,
Ooh, ooh. I mean, a good
because
stopping
like I
point.
was interested when in Johto Journeys, like when they got to like the Pokemon League, you
Uh,
see you see all these like Gen 2 Pokemon, and out of nowhere he throws out Blaziken. Like, what is this?
yeah, that was
No
a
wait, no,
thing.
no, he was from Hoenn, yeah. All these Pokemon from Hoenn, like these are like pretty cool designs.
Yeah, and that was the other thing I kind of noticed as well, because I was like, if you had to stop somewhere, I feel like Gen 4 could have been the anime that you could have stopped on, because that was honestly was like the peak. Especially if, for example, you're watching the dub, which I was still back then. That I felt like that was probably the peak for the anime, and then since then it sort of kind of got iffy. I picked up again, really started liking it in Gen
I
6, but that's when I switched to the sub, and I hadn't gone back to the dub since.
I heard some like bad things about the anime in Gen 4.
Hmm.
I think it was like Diamond and Pearl, like specifically.
Hmm. Also,
I
I'm
don't
looking
know.
at this right now. I'm like, dang. Like, this is the first rival battle where you fought in your room and they tore up my room. Like, bruh. Like, Bianca, I don't care who you are, but you better fix up my room because this ain't gonna fly, man. Like, look, you got my Wii in a mess over there in the corner.
Oh my god! That was the console back then.
It show was too, and I was like, bruh.
Did they ever use the GameCube in Gen 4? Was it like
I'm trying to
Wii?
remember on, was it is it the GameCube or the Game Boy Advance? I honestly cannot remember.
No, Gen 3 was the GameCube.
I
I think
think
Gen
it,
4
it
just had
should have been the
the Wii.
GameCube. I'm honestly trying to remember what was in Gen 1 and Gen 2 as well, because it wasn't no 64. I think they actually had the Game Boy. Or, no, they might not have had anything.
Nah,
I don't think they did.
it was still a PC. It was like Gen 3 that did that
Started
trend, I
that.
think.
Hmm. Trying to also think. Now, seeing myself use Lear like that, I was like, I'm looking back at it now. I don't know about you whenever you first started playing your Pokemon games or whatever though, but I remember I think my first one was Fire Red. And like you get those stat moves where it's like it increases the stat or lowers the stats or whatever though. I always hated that when I
Yeah,
was young. I always got rid of those moves first. I never thought about using them for any
same,
kind of thing. And
same.
it's like years later, then you're like, oh, that's what that
You start
actually
reading
did.
them,
And you're like, oh
and then
no.
you start to understand like this isn't just a simple game. Because like on the surface it is, but like if you dig deeper, it's honestly like a very good competitive game, like in double battles, right? For example. And then you
Hmm.
realize like, oh crap, helping hand. That's an actual good move.
Which honestly, I have yet to actually effectively be using that helping hand. Because I don't
Oh,
do
you
like a
used
crap
it a
ton.
lot in like the Coliseum games.
Okay, now we can finally get up out of this room. Oof. I'm just kind of amazed they tore up my room that bad. That's terrible.
It's just terrible.
Cleaned up later. Woman, you better clean it up right now. I was like, dang, it's a good thing I ain't coming back here no more. I'm out.
That's what I liked about Gen 4, like Hard Gold, Soul Silver. Sometimes I'd like go back and check on your mom
Uh-huh.
and like see like how much money you had, or just to like turn it off.
And that was the thing is with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I definitely know that when Gold and Silver, I got the X transceiver. Especially within Gold and Silver, your mom always was using your money to buy certain stuff. I found that pretty
Yeah,
annoying. I was like, bruh,
I think that was a change they added.
oof. Because that was only in the, yeah. Was that only in the original Gold and Silver and then they took it out in Heart Gold Soul Silver, or is it the other way around?
It's the other way around. You couldn't do
Okay,
that in Gold and Silver. They added that where you can like turn it off.
dang. And I did like that nice little touch when I walked outside the house and all the doves flew off. I don't know, something about that.
they put like a lot of heart into this game.
They sure did too.
I mean, I'm trying so hard not to say, well, they didn't do that in Gen 8.
I ain't trying to get up all into that. I was like, we could be pretty relaxed and talk about anything or whatever, though. But I was like, man, if we get up into that, that's just a whole entire session in itself. I'll be ignoring half of the stuff I'm doing on the screen right now.
Nah, you went to Bianca's house, right?
Yeah, so that was Bianca's house I just walked out of. And then I was like, let me go ahead and check this one out over here.
And you know, I feel like playing I feel like playing Pokemon Black right now. Just playing alongside you right here.
I know, man. Because I found this to be pretty good to go back. Because I literally only played White one time through. And then I played White 2. And the only bad thing that sucked about this whole thing is, to this day, I have White still with me. But I lost my version of White 2. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, I don't know what happened. Like, if I lost it in the couch, or I was traveling, or I might have lost it at my grandparents or something. But I'm like, dang. So, like, the only option I had was basically to emulate the game. Because I lost it. And I was like, gosh, darn.
I mean, if you were going to record footage, either way, you would have done it on the emulator.
Yeah, and that's what I'm essentially doing this for that as well. Because, yeah, that would have been pretty much impossible with the stuff I got.
Fake fan doesn't have the game anymore.
Oh, boy. And honestly, I was about to go straight up into the route and try to do that, which I guess that's why Sharon kind of cut me off or whatever, though. Because I'm so used to, like, in Fire Red, I'm used to trying to get the story progression, so I just cut straight to the grass anyway. But I don't know, something about Gen 5 kind of makes you want to explore a little bit more. So now I got to name this Pokemon. So I was like, you know what? I might try Alexis. And I was like,
Sorry?
I was like, no, that don't look like an Alexis to me. That looks more like a Sanikyuu. So yeah,
Sorry?
that's you right there, man. That's you. And it's kind of funny, the matter of fact that
look, I'm in Pokemon. Lamau.
That was kind of funny because I was about to record this thing solo at first, but I was like, it actually kind of worked out. The matter of fact, it's just me and you. Because imagine if the more people, the more Pokemon I catch and the more I name them after y'all, like y'all would have came in one by one. I doubt it would work out like that, but that would have been pretty cool if it would have.
It would. Sanikyuu.
Now I was debating. I was like, all caps, or I was like, wait a minute, let me do the first letter, I think, capital, and then the rest of them lowercase.
That was my problem. I had like the first few games, like, because in Gen 3 I like decided to do like first letter capital, the rest like lowercase. And then when I played through it, I'm like, wait, why are the names all caps? Now I got to restart again because it just doesn't look right.
It doesn't. The only thing I do all caps is my name personally. Because for some reason, I don't know, that's just me in Pokemon games. I think accidentally, you know how like in the older ones, I think like once you put them on caps locks or whatever, it stayed like that. And I never thought about switching it back to lowercase. So I was like, since then, every Pokemon game I played, I put my name in all caps.
I think the one thing I liked about this, like, Black and White, was that you couldn't catch any of the old Pokemon. It was like a refresher for me.
Yeah, because it was like 150 brand new ones.
Yeah, like it was like it's the highest count, I think.
Yeah, because that was definitely a breath of fresh air. Because I sort of kind of get I get annoyed by seeing them Zubats in the cave, or seeing them random Pikachus running out in the forest or whatever. Especially them Zubats. Them Zubats get on my nerve.
How dare you say that about the Zubat? It's not his fault.
Bruh, the only thing that's good about the Zubat line is Crobat himself. The rest are trash.
Yo, Crobat is a pretty cool design, honestly.
Best thing come out of Johto.
Johto is awesome. Same thing with, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova. Kalos was like a cool like region to explore, but then there wasn't really that much to explore.
Yeah, it felt limited, and I'm still stung by today because I bet you probably heard about this like in some of the speculation leading up to Sword and Shield. Like when we first got that map, and I think this was before the whole the National Dex thing popped up though. But looking at that thing in that bottom left corner, it looked like it could attach to Kalos, and I was like, bruh, if they do that, I'm like, please. Cause I was like, we ain't got no Pokemon Z or nothing like that. So I was like,
we should have gotten Pokemon Z to be honest.
I'm highly upset. Like that's
it would have made Kalos like. I don't know.
I'm like, there was a lot of drop potential. Wait, we only got 3 legendaries in that game.
Which one?
For X and Y, except for the mythicals.
No? I mean, I always counted mythicals, but that's just me.
I sort of kind of do, but think about this. I was thinking about like at the original launch of the game, there was only 3 legendaries you can catch.
Oh,
and then the mythicals were added later by events.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is like the last game where like events were actually like actually had you do something.
Which I always
last game that was Black and White too.
Yeah. Because I think Black and White, you had Victini as one of the events, which I don't even know if it'll be even possible. I'll have to really hack this thing hard in order to try to relive those events up in this thing, though. But I remember that one with Victini so fondly. I was like, bruh.
Well, the one with Victini, like, you can do events from your own home by, like, doing something with your, like, router or something. And then on an emulator, of course, you can just like cheat for it.
I might have that. Well, I bet you could if you can do like the run anywhere thing or whatever. I wonder. I can't remember what direction it is in though, but I probably could do that.
Oh yeah, I'm playing Pokemon Black.
Bruh. Oh my goodness. I don't know what you just ran into though, but I heard that.
Oh no, like starting. I decided to like restart it.
First step from mankind, and I'm already
am I
at the
a
rock.
Boy or am I a girl? What's your first Pokemon gonna be? Hey, Lillipup. I'm a girl. Totally.
I don't know. I never caught a Lillipup in my original run, so I'm like, not today. I ain't gonna do it either. Wait, what was your original team? If you can think back all the way to your Pokemon Black days.
Tepig, Unpheasant. Well, you know, Emboar, of course. Like, I'm just listening.
Yeah.
Emboar, Unpheasant, Zebstrika. And then it gets harder to remember.
It really.
Oh yeah, Darmanitan.
Oh really?
Yeah, I learned Vine Whip. Yeah, I like Darmanitan. It's actually like a cool design Pokemon. I think I just named my character Black after the cover.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think back to even my first ones. Oh gosh. I had Emboar, Pheasant, Simisage. Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, the monkey trio.
Oh yeah.
What are?
Yeah, it's
I think I'm supposed to get the blue one.
You get whatever is yeah, for me in this run,
right?
It should get the water one because the first gym leader is fire. Yeah, because they already try to make it tough off the bat because whatever starter you choose, they choose the weakness. You know, like your rival or whatever. Or there's 2 rivals in this game, like Churn.
Yeah.
Now that's the other thing I did like about this game too is you have to like listen really closely though, but with the music, they, you know, like how with the sound effects, like Vine Whip for example, I noticed this while I was recording because I sometimes I'll try to stick one earbud in and listen to the stuff while trying to do the other stuff or whatever though, and I noticed that I was like, wait a second, I don't even hear the move effect, and I stuck the other earbud in and I was like, oh, it's whipping from like left to right. It was like little touches like that I kind of liked about the game too.
I also liked how the music changes and like go to like the red.
Oh, that's
They
some
don't do
people
that
hate
anymore.
that.
I'm like,
Some people hate that. Some people love it. I'm one of those
really?
people that love it. I'm one of those people that love it. So anytime during this playthrough I hit red, I stay on there for like a good 3 seconds before I move on. I don't know if I. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's so good.
Man, that timing though, I was like, bruh. I was like, bruh. Ooh, I'm gonna abuse that. That's the one thing I love about this game. I don't know why some people hate it though, but I love it. Some people don't like it because it takes you out of the music of wherever you're at, and I'm like, Wild Battles is alright, but I could sort of kind of understand it for the people that are going through like the Pokemon League or something, and then that music hits. But you don't ever stay on it for that long or whatever.
You know. Oh, the transceiver.
Bruh. Man, I like the way how this
Oh,
looks, surprisingly.
yeah.
I looked at this, I was like, bruh. I was like, oh my
I forgot
gosh.
about this. Dude, this is like Discord for them.
I was about to
I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Like, there's like this setup on Discord where you can like see the profile pic in like 4 corners.
Bruh, that was pretty cool. And I finally made it to the first town.
Yes.
And then this was the first game too that actually combined the Pokemon Center as well as the Pokemon Mart. So they didn't split those things no more.
It's a welcome change.
And I was like, bro, I was confused. I was like, I didn't know what to actually press. They never
There's some
changed that
classic
ring.
sound.
That classic, yeah. The old PC.
I mean, the only thing that changed it was like the Coliseum games and like basically the side games.
Wait, because how was it in Coliseum? Because that's like Coliseum, and I know Gale of Darkness are like those 2 GameCube games people like, but I never got to play them.
No, honestly, they're good. I'd recommend playing one of them. The Coliseum, if anything.
So you recommend Coliseum over Gale of Darkness first?
Yeah, I'd recommend Coliseum first, because like technically, Gale of Darkness is a sequel to Coliseum.
I was looking at this stuff. I was like, I might as well stack up on some potions because I was like, you never know what you're gonna run into, and I didn't know if you're gonna be a weak. I didn't know if you're gonna be a weak Pokemon or I didn't know you're gonna be a strong Pokemon. So we about to see. And that's pretty much it for this first part, though. So we managed to, get my starter. I named him Sanikyuu after my good boy over here, and beat some rivals, crossed the route, made it to the Pokemon Center, and up next, I think I had my first encounter with Team Plasma, I believe. But that's pretty much it for this one, though.